Hey, I'm on 186 acres in Morehouse Parish, Louisiana. It's just a little bit north of Bastrop. Pretty unique track. It's got a lot of character, and it's just, just kind of right outside of town. And I have ridden all over the thing here in the last hour. It's got good trails all through it, so I was able to get around on it on my four-wheeler pretty well. In fact, I'm standing on a four-wheeler now. Just hope I don't fall off the back on this video. But anyway, what you're seeing right here in the background, all this pre-merchantable pine plantation. It's probably, I don't know, it looks like it's 3 or 4 years old. About half, probably a little more than half, probably around 100 odd acres is in the pre-merch plantation. The exact acreage will probably be in the listing information on the website. I just haven't mapped it out exactly to know how many it is. In fact, this is Drew Manning's listing, and he'll probably have those acreages figured out for you. But according to the map, it looks like it's over half of the track. All on the center and the south end of the track is all in this higher ground pre-merch pine plantation. The rest of the track is along two creeks. There's a really big creek that runs east to west all across the north boundary line of the property. There's a good bridge to get across it. That's how I got across it on my four-wheeler. In fact, if with a little bit of work you get a truck across it, not right now, it's wet and the trails leading to it are nasty, but you can get across that bridge on the north end. And I, of course, got across the creek, the little small creek running through the middle of the track north to south. And along those creeks are those hardwoods that you see in the back right there. In fact, the creeks are flooded right now, so there's, those low areas are they're underwater. There's a foot of water on them, and consequently, I'm jumping up a lot of wood ducks and even a few mallards right back over there, but mostly wood ducks in these hardwoods along the creek. Deer tracks everywhere. It's the kind of place that would be a good, large home site track. A person could come in off of the blacktop there on the south end of the property, Bonner Ferry Road, come in off of that just a little ways, and you're back off the road, and you're secluded, and you could have a great rural home site track with pine plantation for ongoing income, and a place that you can ride four-wheelers and run around and kill a deer and go and have a couple of wood duck shoots too. So it's the kind of place, if you just want a secluded large home site track that you call your own, feel like you're in the middle of nowhere but you're just a few minutes from town here in northeast Louisiana, take a look at this place. It's 186 acres, Morehouse Parish, Louisiana, and it'll be on our website, RecLand.net. And I'll probably have some other videos. I may have already done it, or I will do it after this point, that I'll just kind of cut in to show you some of the flooded hardwoods there, and show you some of the, I'm showing you all the high ground here. I'll show you some of the lower wet stuff over there. So, hey, I told you I'd show you some of the wet spots too. I mean, there's a lot of acres that are like this. It's kind of along those, the big creek especially, that, water's in there. That's 10, 12 inches deep. I drove through it in a four-wheeler. Sorry I didn't get the wood ducks jumping up. I didn't have video on in time. But anyway, you can imagine that's going to fill up with wood ducks. It's kind of normal. But anyway, there's a lot of spots that are like this, but there's also some really pretty spots on that smaller creek too that are just really nice. Now, I mean, it's wet down in there, of course, but it's not 10 inches of water like this. It's just the creek bottom. It's just wet, and some really, really pretty places, especially if you like to bow hunt like I do. There's some great spots for lock-ons in these little fingers of hardwoods, and definitely along these two creeks that are on this property. So anyway, be sure to give Drew Manning a call if you want to look at it or ask some questions. He's got all the information, one of our top guys, good guy, and he'll help you out. And be sure to take a look at this place if you can. Bye.